Databank, begin recording. Hello and welcome to today's briefing. I'm General Straker of the World Security Service. In this briefing, I'll be discussing the role and function of the SHADO Ground Operations Mobile. The SHADO Mobile was the rugged, all-terrain ground operations vehicle used by SHADO in the fight against alien invaders from an unknown planet. Mobiles were typically deployed in groups of 3 or 4, and were often adapted for specific mission scenarios. The standard reconnaissance mobile was 28 feet long and featured a low-slung control cabin over a pair of all-terrain tracks. Reconnaissance mobiles were designed to investigate UFO crash sites and could carry up to 10 armed SHADO operatives. The vehicle's armor was fabricated from a blast-proof steel composite, which could withstand direct hits from heavy-caliber weapons. The SHADO Assault Mobile was more heavily armed than the reconnaissance variant. While outwardly identical, assault mobiles were equipped with powerful roof-mounted ordnance delivery systems. The first type was a long-range mortar cannon, loaded with a variety of explosive charges. The charges could be set for contact explosions or delayed detonations, and were designed to function on land and underwater. Each assault mobile also featured a rapid-fire turret deployed from the roof in a similar fashion to the mortar. The turrets could be directed manually or set for automatic target acquisition and could fire 300 ultra-velocity rounds per minute. Reconnaissance mobiles and assault mobiles were often used in tandem on missions, though in some cases the mobiles would have been the same type. Regardless of which mobiles were used on an operation, the fourth vehicle in the group was almost always a SHADO control mobile. Control mobiles acted as the base of operations at an investigation site, maintaining contact with SHADO HQ through a coded signal antenna. The interior of the control mobile was packed with electronic scanning and surveillance equipment, which could detect unusual heat and energy signatures and guide the other mobiles to the source of the readings. The position of each of the other mobiles was relayed to the control mobile's computer and was displayed on a video screen. The mission commander plotted the positions on a map of the region and determined which mobile was best placed to investigate the UFO's location. All mobiles were designed to maneuver through difficult terrain, from the densest forests to frozen wastelands and barren deserts. The rugged all-terrain tracks were a vital part of the mobile's design, as it was impossible to know in advance what sort of area they would be required to traverse in the event of a UFO landing. The primary SHADO Mobile Task Force was based in Britain, but could be deployed to any airfield in the world using the Shadair Valkyrie transporter aircraft. The Valkyrie was 182 feet long and could fly at speeds approaching Mach 2 at an altitude of 65,000 feet. When the transporter reached the designated landing site, the 4 mobiles were deployed from its vast cargo bay using the rear ramp. The Valkyrie was capable of utilizing airstrips significantly shorter than aircraft of comparable size, thanks to its advanced vectored thrust control system. If the SHADO mobiles were required to traverse long distances on land or pass through heavily populated areas, they were often transported within specially modified Markers Universal haulage trucks. These innocuous vehicles carried 1 mobile each, with space for a maintenance and repair team. Although the trucks appeared perfectly ordinary, they featured improved power systems and advanced traction control, allowing them to reach areas that standard production models would have found challenging. As useful as the mobiles may have been, they were not indestructible. Although they were clad in heavy armor plating, a direct hit from the advanced energy weapons found on most UFOs, was often enough to destroy a mobile outright. Shadow casualties in such engagements were high, especially in the final years of the war. The mobile served us well, but wars are not won by machines. They're won by people. People like us, thinking, feeling, fallible humans. It's an important point to remember. This concludes the briefing. Databank cease recording.